Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field for Catholic Central League football. St. Mary's taking on Bishop Stang. Bishop Stang is one of those teams that joined the Catholic Central League a couple of years ago. It's a long trip. I think it's all the way to North Dartmouth. Bishop Stang, Bishop Fian are the two latest to join the Catholic Central League in all the sports. And we're set to get underway. St. Mary's going to kick it off. St. Mary's looking for win number 5. Coming off a huge win against Bishop Fenwick. Arch rival Bishop Fenwick. Both teams were undefeated. Now St. Mary's has a leg up on the Catholic Central League. If they keep winning, they can win, not only get a top berth in the tournament, but they can also win the Catholic Central League. Michael Anderson will kick it off. At about the 13-yard line. Coming to the near side. Getting just about to the 30. Greg Morales with the return. It gets to the Bishop's 30, and that's where they'll put it in play. They run off the right side. Michael Gold, ball carrier, and a 5 on the plate, second and 5 off of the Bishop Stang 35. He picked up 5. Nick Highland with the carry. They sent a wide out to the far side. They split the backfield. And they run it to the near side. They run into a few blue shirts. And that's Highland again. So he gets to the 37 for 2. 3rd and 3 for the Bishops. Pretty good sprinkling of fans in the stands for this one. Nice to see them supporting the kids. They pitch it to the outside. They lost the ball. The ball goes to the ground. The pitch. Joe Maggs recovered the fumble at the 20-yard line. St. Mary's gets a golden opportunity. They lost 17 yards on the play, but they lost the ball, more importantly. Halle Berry is the quarterback. They keep everybody in tight. Rolling, looking, lets it fly deep behind the defense. Making the catch is David Brown. Didn't take him long. So the 20-yard drive takes one play. They faked the run, everybody bit. Brown was behind everybody. He's got great speed. He's a good athlete. Very good basketball player, as is Ali Barry. And Anderson is almost automatic. He doesn't miss many. And very quickly, St. Mary's jumps on top. This is not a replay. They're going to kick off again. So they've run one play and they're leading 7-0. That errant pitch. Stang was trying to go around the left side to pick up a first down. Instead, they gave St. Mary's a first down at their 20-yard line. Anderson kicks it off again. This one back to the 5-yard line. Close to the 20, maybe the 19. Alex Giannino. They put it at the 20, so they start 10 yards further back than they did with their first one. Noah Grigson is the quarterback. They send the wide out to the inside now. We're going to get a stoppage. I didn't see any timeout called. The official stopped it for some reason. And they're milling around. I think what's happening is when they took the nets down from soccer to put everything up, I don't think they put the pad back on the goalpost. The wideout comes to the near side. They run straight ahead. They lose the ball again. They lost it again. Donovan Clark. This is not a video replay. So they gained 9 yards, but they lost the ball. You wonder why coaches get gray hair. They run off the right side with Kalangis. And it wasn't Kalangis, it was Donovan Clark. They put it at the 25, so give them 4. So they've already gone over their first drive where they only had one play. Wide out to the far side. They run it to the near side, turning the corner, getting around the corner, stepping inside and walking in. So Brown catches one, now he runs one. So that one took him a whole 2 plays.
25-yard touchdown run, David Brown.
So St. Mary's has 49 yards of offense in 3 plays, and they're leading 13-0. And Anderson will try to make it 14. And as usual, he does. Anderson's going to get tired kicking the ball. This will be his 3rd kickoff. He's already kicked 2 extra points. Dennis Golden, the coach of Bishop Stang, the one thing he didn't want coming in with St. Mary's coming off that big win against Fenwick, hoping that it would be a little bit of a letdown. But the last thing he wanted to try and let's keep it close. Hopefully we can do something in the fourth quarter. Instead, all of a sudden it's 14-0 St. Mary's on their first two possessions. And again, we have a hold up. I can't say, I didn't see anybody call timeout. But on the Bishop Stang side, you can't ask for a worse start. They've had two possessions. They fumbled it twice and given St. Mary's 2 touchdowns. And of course, if you're on the St. Mary's side and your head coach, Sean Driscoll, you could have been saying, how are we going to react after that big win over Fenwick? Are we going to be ready? Is everything going to be set? What kind of a start can we get? He couldn't dream of a better start than this. So the pros and cons of football. The pros on the St. Mary's side, the cons on the Bishop Stang side. Anderson kicks it off for the third time. Back at the 6-yard line. And pushed out of bounds. And that's Giannino again.
Pushed out of bounds by Donovan Clark. First and 10, Bishop Stang.
At the 24. So they've been in between, the 30, the 20, the 24. Now all they want to do is hold on to the football. They sent a wide out to the far side again. They split the backfield. They run it straight ahead.
Michael Golden, the ball carrier. Gain of 6 on the play. Second down and 4. Ball for Stang 31.
Michael Golden. He picked up 7. Second down and 3. And they run it straight ahead with Golden again.
Golden, the ball carrier. Play does result in a first down. First and 10, Stang.
So he picked up 7 on both carries. Gives them a first down, their first down of the ball game. They stay with the wide out to the far side, and they run straight ahead for about 3 with Highland.
Nick Highland, the ball carrier. Gain of 3 on the play. Second down and 7.
Second and 7 from the 41-yard line. No change in the setup. The wideout still to the far side. Quick hitter off the Bishop Stang left side. And that's Golden. He picked up 4. So this is a big third down for them. 4th and 3. Excuse me, 3rd and 3. And I think they just moved. You saw a little bit of a flinch by the tight end. So that makes it a little more difficult. They move it back 5. Now it's going to be 3rd and 8. They were moving the ball pretty well after those first 2 possessions. Hyde, he gets some help from his friends, but nowhere near enough. Highland. It'll bring up a 4th down. He needed 8, he got 4. And they're going to go. They sent wideouts right and left, double wings. No, they're not. They're going to kick it. They booted away. And taking a chance, grabbing that. Donovan Clark, with people around him, saw the high hop and said, I'll take it anyway. St. Mary's will finally have it in their own territory at the 26-yard line. This will be their 4th play of the first period, and they've already got 14 points on the board. Allie Barry brings the play back to the huddle. Everybody in tight. A wing to the far side. Wing goes in motion, gets the carry, turns the corner, stays on his feet, still on his feet. Finally out of bounds is David Brown. Had all kinds of blockers out in front.
Pushed out of bounds by number 11, Jackson taking Prince. Play does result in the first down, 1st and 10 St. Mary's. Ball to 49.
He got to the 49. He picked up 23. David Brown's averaging 24 yards a carry for his first 2 carries. The keep by Allie Barry. Steps up and gets 46, maybe the 47. They're back in Bishop Stang territory at the 47. So he picked up 4. 2nd down and 6. Clark with the carry, straight ahead, inside the 40. Another first down for the Spartans. He picked up 9. First and 10 from the 38. Again, everybody in tight. And they blow the whistle.
Timeout, St. Mary's.
Coach Driscoll saw something he didn't like or something different he wanted to do, and he called a timeout. St. Mary's has come out flying. Any possibility that they might have had a letdown after the big win went out the window. Helped out by the 2 consecutive fumbles. 2 possessions, 2 fumbles, deep in their own end by Stang. Carry to Brown for 20 for a touchdown. After 1 play, Brown goes 25 for the touchdown. Brown had 23 on the first carry. So he's got 48 yards and 2 carries. And we're still in the first period. Barry looking to throw, lets it fly deep. Caught again by Brown for a touchdown. Run, 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 then we'll throw it for a touchdown. This one goes 38 yards. Anderson will look for the kick. As usual, it's good again. So, talk about having a career night. Brown has caught 2 passes for 58 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's carried twice for 48 yards and a touchdown. Can you have a better start? And Anderson once again will exercise that right foot. He'll kick off for the 4th time. It was a little longer drive by St. Mary's. Took them 4 plays to go 74 yards. So they've run 7 plays in the first 8 minutes of this first period, and they're leading 21-0. Here's a good look at Michael Anderson getting set to kick off again. I think Sean Driscoll's very happy that he's only a junior, as is David Brown. At the 8-yard line. Nice return across the 30. Has Di Giannino again.
Greg Morales on the return. Going bags on the tackle. First and 10 Stang, ball from their own 33-yard line.
So he put the ball at the 33. That'll be 1st and 10 for Stang. This will be their 4th possession. They run straight ahead, and that's Golden. Stang just content to run it straight ahead. He get out to the 37 for a pickup of 4.
And a 4 on the play, 2nd down and 6.
And he runs straight ahead again.
Michael Goldman on the carry.
Highland.
Gain of 1 on the play.
They put it at the 40. He picked up 3. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Play will bring up 40-yard line.
The last thing I'm going to do is turn it back to St. Mary's. They get the pitch this time, but they're not going anywhere with it. Tommy Velasco was the first defender.
Tommy Velasco on the tackle.
They picked up a yard to the 41.
Gain of 1 on the play.
That was Morales with the carry.
They will bring up a
So it brings up a 4th down.
Stang 41.
They need 2. And they're going to go. They got more than enough. And they keep, remember, we used to blow the whistle and not let people push people ahead. Golden picked up a yard or 2 and then got pushed forward for about 8 more.
First and 10, Bishop Stang off their own 47.
Out to the 47, he picked up 6. That's their second first down. The Marys has run 7 plays. And they've got 123 yards of offense and 3 touchdowns. And we're in the first period. They run it with Highland. I'm going to call it midfield and give them 3. I guess we can call it the 49.
Gain of 4 on the play. Second down and 6 off the St. Mary's.
First time in St. Mary's territory as we're winding down this first period. The wideout comes to the near side. They try to run it to the near side. And that's Morales. They run Morales to the outside. They run Highland and Golden up the middle.
Gain of 2 on the play.
I'm going to call it
They will bring up a 3rd down and
the 48 and give them 1 as the ball is
7-yard line.
just slightly beyond the 48-yard line. The wideout goes to the far side. Again, they run it straight ahead. And that's Golden getting to the 41. So he picked up 7. There's a discussion with the officials. Offside St. Mary's.
Offside St. Mary's. Penalty does result in a 1st down. 1st and 10, Bishop Stang off of St. Mary's.
They would have had a first down anywhere. They lost a couple of yards. I don't know why they took that penalty.
That's the end of the first quarter with your score.
We end the first period
St. Mary's 21.
with St. Mary's, a huge period for St. Mary's. "49 yards of offense, all on the ground. 4 first downs. And we'll start the second quarter with St. Mary's on top 21-0. They throw it for the first time, and it's complete to Morales.
Noah Grigson's pass is complete.
Down to the 35.
Greg Morales. They will bring up a 2nd and 2.
They picked up 8.
35.
That's the first time he's thrown it with a completion. It's going to be just shy of the first down, I think, with Highland.
Nick Highland, ball carrier.
They needed 2. He got 1. Now they almost gave him 2.
Gain of 1. They will bring up 3rd and 1.
That should be a first down.
34.
If they measured that, it would be a first down. Quarterback sneak will get them the first down.
Quarterback Don Grigson on the carry. Play results in a first down. 1st and 10, Bishop Stang.
So Grigson gets it to the 31.
Ball from St. Mary's 31-yard line.
So they're moving the ball now. Started back at their 33. They picked up 3 first downs. They're at the St. Mary's 31. 2 wideouts to the near side. Grigson's going to get run over. Velasco was in, wrapped him up from behind. They were lucky they didn't lose anything. That was going to be, I don't know if he was going to roll and throw, because he had 2 wideouts out there. But he was rolling to the near side. And before he could take a step, Velasco was all over him. So 2nd and 10 from the 31. The wideout comes to the near side. They split the backfield. They run it straight ahead with Golden. They found a home, just running straight ahead.
Michael Golden, the ball carrier.
They put it at the 24. He picked up 7.
Potter on the tackle.
Obviously in 4-down territory.
They will bring up a 3rd and 3.
They need 3. And they got 2 downs to do it. Again, the wide out to the near side. They hit him as he gets to the line of scrimmage, but they're still able to push forward. And Stang player is not getting up. Cole Gagnon, the trainer, does an excellent job for St. Mary's. Out there quickly. It's going to be a 4th down and a yard. He didn't get the first down. But more importantly, let's worry about the young man on the field. He just stretched out, hasn't moved. There was a pile up of a whole lot of players. He's sitting up. Let's hope he's going to be okay. And that's Golden. So thank God he's walking out under his own steam. So it looks like he's going to be okay. Hopefully he just had the wind knocked out of him. He ran off his own right side. There was just a pileup of players. And now a huge play in the game for Bishop Stang. 4th down and a yard. They've been moving the ball. Now they need a yard. The only time they went backwards is when they fumbled the snap in the first possession. They've been running straight ahead. Little off the right side. Highland will have the first down and a lot more.
Nick Highland, ball carrier. He had 7 on the play to first down. 1st and 10, Bishop Stang, ball for St. Mary's 15.
They put it right at the 15-yard line. So he needed a yard. He got 7.
Greg Morales on the pitch. Pushed out of bounds by number 13.
Morales gets around the corner and gets 5.
Gain of 3 on the play. Second down and 7.
Oh, they didn't put. They put it at the 13.
Off the same area's 13.
So he picked up 2. Second and 8.
Greg Morales on the carry. 55, Tommy Velasco on the hit.
They lost a yard to the 14.
Loss of about 2 on the play. They will bring up a 3rd and 9 ball from the same area's 14.
They pitch it, and not going to go anywhere.
Greg Morales on the pitch.
They're going to lose another yard.
Loss of about 1 on the play. They will bring up a 4th and 10 ball from the same area's 15.
So 4th down. And they're back at the original line of scrimmage, so it's 4th and 10. They've only thrown the ball once. They completed it. They've been content to run it. They've used up part of this second period. Rolling, looking to throw. They let it go deep, incomplete. Brown with the defense.
Noah breaks his pass.
He went up with Lally and knocked it away. David Brown, he's a guard in basketball. He's not that big, but he rebounds. He can get way up in the air. So they used time and energy, and they come up short, and they turn the ball over at the 15-yard line. So St. Mary's will get it back. They'll have it for the first time in the second period, leading 21-0. Clock off the left side gets about 4.
Donovan Clark, the ball carrier.
Started off the right side, cut it to the left,
4 on the play. Second down.
gets it to the 19 for a pickup of 4.
There is 19.
A wide out to the far side. He started up the middle, they cut to the outside. Clark with a head of steam down the sideline. Morales finally pushes him out of bounds.
Donovan Clark, the ball carrier. Pushed out of bounds, but there was a flag on the play.
It's coming back.
Holding against St. Mary's.
So that long run by Clark will be nullified. They'll give him to the 29 for 10. They give him to the 26 for 7.
That penalty will make it a 2nd and 9 off the St. Mary's 16.
They move it back to the 16. It'll be second down
And in the bottom of the 3rd,
and 9.
Tampa Bay 5, the Red Sox 4.
They give it to Brown, turning the corner, gets around the corner. He's gone. I don't think he stepped out of bounds. Are you kidding me? I was just questioning whether he stepped out of bounds or not. But I think it's coming back. He went 84 for the touchdown around the corner.
Penalty against St. Mary's for holding.
There's another penalty against St. Mary's. So that takes one off the board. They mark it at the 13. So they gave him 7 to the 23.
That penalty will make it a 2nd and 12 off the St. Mary's.
They move it back to the 13. So a long run by Clark brings it back. The touchdown run by Brown, bring it back. Now they need 12. Here comes Clark to the near side, going out of bounds. He picks up 9.
Gain of 9 on the play. They will bring up a 3rd down and 3 off the St. Mary's 22.
Clark has run for 33 yards. St. Mary's running out this second period with penalties. The wide out goes to the far side. They try to run straight ahead. Nothing doing there. Tyrone Gomez hit Clark. They lose a yard. Samir's going to have to kick it away after all this. Touchdown taken off the board. And off the side of the foot. I don't know if Stang touched it, but the punt didn't go very far.
1st and 10, Bishop Stang.
This is a 7-yard punt.
The St. Mary's 28-yard line.
So things didn't go St. Mary's way on that drive. Stang will get it to 28 of St. Mary's, a 7-yard punt. Tucking his head, running straight ahead is Highland.
Nick Highland, the ball carrier. Donovan Clark. Joel Max.
He picked up 4.
Gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6 for St. Mary's 24.
They keep everybody in tight. Dropping, looking to throw. Lets it fly, overshoots the runway, looking for Morales. Well covered by David Brown.
Breaks his pass.
So it'll be 3rd and 6.
Jennifer Greg Morales is incomplete.
We haven't seen Golden back yet. We hope he's okay. Wide out to the near side. Highland straight ahead.
Nick Highland, the ball carrier.
Gonna bring up a big 4th down.
Gain of 5 on the play. We'll bring up a 3rd and a long one.
At the 19. 4th down and a yard. The wideout goes to the far side. They split the backfield. And they snap the ball and they blow the whistle.
Timeout, Bishop Stang.
I was going to say, up popped the double. That's Stang's last time out. So St. Mary's leading at 21-0 here in the second period. They scored on their first 3 possessions. They would have scored on their 4th. David Brown actually took it 84 yards. But that was after Clark had a long run. Penalty brought it back. Brown's play was called back with a penalty. They finally had to punt it away. Stopped for the first time. And Stang didn't stop them. St. Mary's stopped themselves with penalties. Now it's 4th and a yard from the 19 after the one punt in the first half by St. Mary's sailed a long 7 yards and gave Stang the ball at the 28-yard line. I don't know if he hooked it trying to get away or if it got blocked, partially blocked by Stang, but it only went 7 yards. Now they need a yard. Morales and Highland in the backfield behind Grigson. They hit him right at the line of scrimmage, but he falls forward. St. Mary's penetrated. They had him. Great second, third effort by Highland. Gets him the first down. Looked like St. Mary's held him.
Big Sacco on the tackle. Play does result in a first down, 1st and 10, Bishop Stang.
He needed 1, he got 2. That's great effort by Highland because he was stopped.
Ball for St. Mary's 12-yard line. Correction, 17-yard line.
At the 17. Looking to throw. Incomplete. Almost picked off, almost complete. Everybody had a shot at it.
No breaks his pass. 10 of the Jackson taking Prince is incomplete.
2nd and 10. The wideout comes to the near side. Now they have 2 to the near side. They run it off the Stang left side.
And Highland on the carry.
Highland gets another carry.
Gain of 6 on the play. Play will bring up a 3rd down.
The ball will be at the 12. He picked up 5.
St. Mary's 12.
Morales started left, ducked his head, went straight ahead. They give him a yard to the 13.
Morales on the carry. Gain of 2 on the play. 3rd down and 1.
Actually gave him to the 8. So he picked up 4. Alaska wrapped up Highland.
Pick Highland block area. Stumped at the line of
But he got
scrimmage.
enough for a first down.
Did gain a yard for a first down. First.
He needed a yard, he got 2. So it's first and goal from the 6. The wide out to the near side. Hit, they're not going to get yardage this time. Velasco again, along with Morangi.
No gain on the play.
They lost a yard.
Second and goal, ball for 7-yard line.
They run it straight ahead. Just a pile of bodies. St. Mary's pushing one way, Stang the other way.
Nick Highland, the ball carrier.
I'm going to call it the 2 and give them 5.
Down and goal, ball for the 2-yard line.
They're going quickly. Quarterback sneak. St. Mary says no. Stang says yes. The official says no. They put it at the 1.
Breaks into the quarterback keep.
The clock was running out, so they spiked it. That's the end of the half. They didn't get in. They didn't run the play. They got up to the line of scrimmage. The clock was running out. They thought they'd have no more timeouts. They were going to spike it so they could run a play. They spiked it, and the clock ran out. What a way to end the half for Bishop Stang. St. Mary scored in their first 3 possessions. They scored on their 4th, but it was a touchdown taken off the board. And at halftime, it's St. Mary's 21, Bishop Stang, nothing. Welcome back as we're set to start the second half. Team's coming back out. What a bizarre, I've been doing this for a very long time, and that's why a long time ago I said, I don't want to say anymore that I've seen it all. Because that was the most bizarre ending to a half that I have ever seen in my life. Bishop Stang had used up their timeouts as we get the cheerleaders performing here at halftime. Stang used up their timeouts. They thought they scored the touchdown. Rigson thought quarterback sneak, he was in, held the ball up. St. Mary said no. Stang said yes. The official said no. They put the ball, they were about the stripe of a football away or less from a touchdown. And instead of, I don't understand why they didn't run the play. They were trying to beat the clock running out. So instead of running the play, the quarterback spiked the football. And as he spiked the football, the clock read zeros. And they wound up not scoring. And that had to take a lot of wind out of the sails of Stang. They would have had a little momentum going into the second half. They're going to kick it off to St. Mary's. St. Mary's had that 84-yard run by Brown callback. He scored all 3 touchdowns. catching 2 passes for 58 for 2 scores, running 25 for a score. Michael Anderson, as usual, 3 for 3 for points after. St. Mary's had 149 yards of offense, and that's considering they only had that one possession and killed themselves with penalties in the second period. Stang had 102, 94 on the ground. The leading rusher in the game is Nick Highland with 65. Brown has 55. Clark has 32. Brown has those 2 catches for 58. And we're just about set to start. Stang will kick it off. St. Mary's will have the ball to start the third period. They fake it, they look for an onside kick. St. Mary's let it go, they didn't go get it. Stang is going to come up with the football. St. Mary's watched it go thinking it wasn't going to go 10 yards. It went 10 yards. James Westgate. So they faked the kick. The kicker swung and missed intentionally. The next player kicked it. St. Mary just watched it. They didn't go get it. Stang will have the ball at midfield. The ball goes to the ground. They misfired on the handoff. I don't understand why St. Mary's didn't go get the football. I think they were hoping that Stang would touch it before it went 10 yards. But they didn't. They recovered it right at the 10-yard marker at midfield. Wide out to the far side. Not going anywhere. A host of blue shirts. One of them, Jack Marks. They got the yard back they lost. So it'll be 3rd and 10 from midfield. So you would assume they would throw the ball from here. They don't like to. They double the wideouts to the far side. Now there's 3 of them. Nice to see Golden back in the game. They pitch it to Morales around the corner. He's going to get a first down. I think St. Mary's thought they were going to throw the ball too. They pick up the first down. They had 3 wideouts to that side. Everybody blocked to that side. And they wind up with a first down. He picked up 11. That's Highland with the carry.
Morales ball carrier. Nick Sacco with the tackle.
Picked up 2. Second and 8.
Off the St. Mary's 37.
Grigson gets to the 30.
Donovan Clark on the tackle. Play results in a first down. 1st and 10 Bishop Stang, ball for St. Mary's 30.
3rd and a yard. So Stang on the move. 2 wideouts to the far side. They pitch it. And it's Golden. He's going to lose yardage. They've been successful running it straight ahead. Four or five blue shirts all over them. They were lucky they only lost a yard.
They will bring up a 2nd and 12 ball from the St. Mary's 32.
Two wideouts to the near side. They pitch it, coming to the near side, not going to go very far. With Highland.
Allie Barry on the tackle. Gain of 3 on the play. So we'll bring up a 3rd and 9 ball from the St. Mary's 9, correction 29.
At the 29. Looking to throw, in trouble. Lets it fly, almost picked. Overthrew everybody.
Noah Briggs' pass intended for number 1, Alex. Diajama was incomplete.
He was looking for DiGiannino. Again, 2 wideouts to the far side. Rolling to the near side. Looking to throw. In trouble. He lost on 4th down. Didn't get the pass off. Ensign Justine was one of the guys. Back to the 38. They lost 11 on the play. So they need a whole bunch. They were moving the ball well. They've shrunk the game for St. Mary's. They've run some time off the clock. Double wideouts to the far side. St. Mary's just going to go get the quarterback. And they're going to get him. He dropped the ball. It goes out at the 45-yard line. Doesn't make a difference who got it. So he lost 18 yards on the last 2 plays. They put it at the 44. So he lost 17 yards. After all that, on that drive, they gained 4 yards. David Brown off the left side, gets ahead of steam out, looking for a block.
David Brown on the carry.
Gets down to about the 22.
Dragged down by number 11, Jackson Kingley Prince. Gain of 33 and the first down.
34 yards on the play.
Ball from the Bishop Stang, 22.
Straight ahead, Clark finds the hole, walks in for the touchdown. So St. Mary's another two-play drive. "56 yards in 2 plays. So they start the third period like they started the first period, scoring on their first possession. That time there was 1 play. This time it's 2. And Anderson, as usual, kicks it through. So Stang must be really shaking their head. They had a first down at the 30-yard line. They were moving the ball. All of a sudden, they turn it over and lose 17 yards in 2 plays. They turn it over to the Spartans. Brown goes 34. Clark goes 22. And all of a sudden, it's 28-0. St. Mary's goes over 200 yards, and they only have 5 first downs with this long-range stuff. So at the end of the half and the first of the second half is certainly going to be prevalent on the minds of Bishop Stang, the coaching staff and players, on the bus ride home. Anderson again wearing out that right foot. He went down when he caught it. He was going to pick it up and run with it. Giannino caught it. As he caught it, his knee was on the ground. So whatever could fall out of the closet door onto the heads of Bishop Stang is doing it now. They're stuck deep in their own end at the 14-yard line. Wide out to the far side. They pitch it to Morales. Turns the corner, gets 2 or 3. So give him 3.
Gain about 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7, ball for the Bishop Stang.
2nd and 7. They run it straight ahead again.
Rick Allen in the ball carrier. Joe Max on the tackle.
Out to the 23, he picked up 6.
They bring up a 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Ball to the 24-yard line.
The wideout comes to the near side this time. They pitch it, and they blow the whistle. I think St. Mary's is offside. I think St. Mary's is anticipating the snap.
Offside against St. Mary's, that penalty will result in the 1st down.
So they get the 1st down by way of penalty. They move it out to the 28. St. Mary's just been blitzing, knowing they're going to run the football. They've just been sending everybody. Giannino comes to the near side. There was Grigson with the carry.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Push forward for 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Ball to Stang, 31.
So Stang is doing St. Mary's a favor, running the ball, shrinking the game. Grigson with the keep. Gets hit but falls forward. He'll get a 1st down.
Noah Grigson on the carry. Play results in a 1st down, 1st and 10, Bishop Stang. Ball to 41-yard line.
He picked up 10 on the play. From the 41, the wideout goes to the far side this time. The ball goes to the ground. Highland never got the handoff. Grigson fell on the ball.
Is recovered by Bishop Stang. No gain on the play.
So it'll be 2nd and 10. They've had success just running straight at the St. Mary's line. St. Mary's has been sending everybody, and once they get by that line of scrimmage, they've had some success running it. Not all, though. They ran right into Falaska.
Ray Morales, the ball carrier. No gain.
3rd and 10. Again, they're running the clock, helping St. Mary's shrink the game. Trailing 28-0. We thought they'd just throw the ball, but last time they pitched it to Morales around the corner. He picked up a 1st down. 2 wideouts to the near side. Rolling to the far side. They dump it off. We got a flag on the play. I can only guess that might be interference against St. Mary's.
Grigson's pass complete to number 3, Greg Morales. There is a flag on the play. Penalty against St. Mary's for pass interference.
St. Carter made the catch, but pass interference against St. Mary's. Moves it to the 43-yard line of St. Mary's.
1st and 10, Stang. Ball to the St. Mary's 43. We do have an update from Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay 5.
So 1st and 10.
Correction, 8-5 Red Sox.
Wide out to the near side. He pitch it, trying to come to the near side, nothing doing. All kinds of blue shirts all over Highland. St. Mary's had it, they thought they stole it. Now, I don't think I've ever seen an official throw the flag that high.
With a flag on the play.
He just yelled at St. Mary's saying, the ball is down, the ball is down. Somebody must have said something, because he took his yellow flag and he threw it about 30 feet in the air. That's got to be some kind of record. They lost 3 on the play.
Penalty against St. Mary's for unsportsmanlike conduct.
But now the unsportsmanlike moves it to the 36, and it's a 1st down. St. Mary's has only run 2 plays in this 3rd period. Highland gets inside the 35.
And about 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7. Ball to St. Mary's 29.
They picked up 2. pick up a few more before they knock them back.
Nick Highland, the ball carrier.
He picked up 8. That should be a first down.
Play does result in a first down, 1st and 10. Bishop Stang, ball to St. Mary's 20. Timeout.
And I think that's finally the end of the third period. St. Mary's ran 2 plays in the third period. Two plays in the third period. A long run by Brown to get him close, then a touchdown run by Clark. You look at the stats. A 127 yards rushing for Stang, 147 for St. Mary's. 8 yards passing to 58. Now Grigson starts off the fourth period.
Noah Grigson on the quarterback keep. 22, Joe Max on the tackle.
He gets it to the 16 for a pickup of 5. So 135 yards, 205. 15 first downs for Stang, 5 for St. Mary's. And St. Mary's is leading 28-0. Now they hand it off and everybody gets a part and trying to push forward. They hand it off and everybody get behind the ball carrier and push.
Max on the tackle.
That was Morales getting to the 14.
Third down and 4, ball will be
3rd and 3. Tucking ahead, falling forward. Nick Sacco, wearing the number 10, he's been in an awful lot of defensive plays. They put it to the 12. A pickup of 2. Another 4th down and 1 for Stang.
They will bring up a 4th and 1.
Sacco wraps him up but couldn't bring him down before he got a first down.
Nick Highland on the carry. 8 of 2 on the play, the first down, 1st and goal.
He got to the 10 for a pickup of 2 and a first down.
1st and goal, Bishop Stang off the 10.
Highlanders rushed for 86. We saw Golden come back for one play as a wideout, but he hasn't been back since. Highland, now they give it to Morales, bounces off a couple of people, stays on his feet. Great second, third effort. He gets in the end zone.
Morales on the carry and the touchdown. 9:32 left in the ball game. St. Mary's 28. Bishop Stang.
So they get on the board. Helped out by a couple of penalties, pass interference. "86 yards in 13 plays." Now they're going to move it back. Somebody up front moved. Alex Giannino with Grigson holding. And I think St. Mary's just gave the 5 yards back. So back and forth we go.
Flag on the play.
We giveth and we taketh away. So we're back to the regular try by DiGiannino. Thought the ball was always snapped from the 3, but they put it at the 4. No good.
The extra point is blocked. 9:32 left in the ball.
So as we come back upfield, if you look at time served, Stang has had the ball probably twice as much as St. Mary's. St. Mary's ran 7 plays in the first period. They ran 5 plays in the second period. They ran 2 plays in the third period. So we're in the 4th period. St. Mary's has run 14 plays. And they're leading 28-6. Thanks to David Brown's 3 touchdowns and a touchdown by Clark. Stang, let's see if they try another onside kick and see if St. Mary's reacts. They pooch it this time. And now St. Mary's grabs it. David Brown.
Bishop Stang's kick
I
is
thought they were going to let that one go too, thinking it would go out of bounds, but David Brown grabbed it. So they didn't try the regular onside, they tried to pooch it and go get it. And St. Mary's will have it at their own 35. And we're in the 4th period. This will be the 3rd play from scrimmage for St. Mary's in the second half. It's been a bizarre game. Wide out to the far side, everybody else in tight. They run it to the near side. David Brown with a head of steam.
David Brown, the ball area. McCarthy on the tackle.
Velasco leading the way. He does it on offense as well as defense.
Off the St. Mary's 44.
At the 44, he picked up 19 yards. That puts him over 100 yards rushing, and he hasn't carried the ball that much. Ali Barry with the carry. Stays on his feet. One man to beat. Gets by him. Finally pulled out of bounds down around the 10-yard line.
Dragged down by number 5, Nick Highland.
Took it straight ahead, broke it to the near sideline, and was one step away from taking it to the house. And we get a good look at St. Mary's cheerleaders.
Gain of 41 on the play and a first down.
41 yards.
St. Mary's ball from the Bishop Stang 15-yard line.
get a whistle.
Line on the play.
Oh, move it back to the 20.
St. Mary's. Will make it a first 15 off the 20-yard line.
Except for penalties, St. Mary's, the clock will be running here in the fourth period. They have a huge lead. The wide out to the far side. Coming back to the near side, turning the corner, getting around. Brown's got his third, 2 running, 2 catching.
Touchdown, David Brown.
So whatever momentum Stang thought they had just went out the window. This play takes 3 plays. This drive takes 3 plays, 65 yards. They actually went 70 because they had that 5-yard penalty. And I sound like a broken record. Anderson makes the kick again. $217 yards on the ground. Brown has 128 of them. 58 yards in the air. Brown has all of them. And he scored 4 of the 5 touchdowns. I don't know. Unless they're just going to work on what they do next week. I don't know how Bishop Stang is just going to go back to just running the football straight ahead. There's no way they're going to get back in this game. St. Mary's going to pick up their 5th win. Stay perfect. Back at the 11-yard line. Hit and knocked down from behind by Sacco. It's Giannino.
First and 10, Bishop Stang, ball their own 27.
So he put it at the 27-yard line. He's sent 2 wideouts to the far side. A wing to the far side. The pitch. That's Morales with the carry. He picked up 7.
Second down and 4, ball for Bishop Stang, 34.
2nd and 3. All just shy of the 34. Pitch again to Morales. Turns the corner. They just got him as he got a yard, maybe 2. Kenson Justine. And here we go again. 3rd and a yard. How many of these have we had? And it'll be 4 down territory. They're not going to punt now. 2 wideouts to the near side. To keep, and they're going to lose yardage. Grigson lost the yard.
Noah Grigson
So it brings up a 4th down and 2. And obviously they're going to go. Or maybe they're not. I thought they'd go. 4th period, 35-6. What's the worst that could happen is if you don't make it. But Highland's going to kick it away. Wobble the snap, and they get the kick away. They let it go. And to about the 42-yard line. Stang still only completed that one pass. Way back in the 2nd period. Actually, the first play of the 2nd period. Well, St. Mary's has pretty good field position. If they could go down and score, we'd get out here a little bit early because they'd run the clock. Wide out to the near side. They run it straight ahead. Joel Maggs. Gets it to the Bishop's 47-yard line. 11 and a 1st down. Alif Potter is the new quarterback. DJ Clay. Well, a lot of the backups getting some play. So he picked up 11, then they pick up 12, back-to-back 1st downs. Potter winds up with it. Stays on his feet, still on his feet. He looked like he ran into a couple of people right at the line of scrimmage. He took it all the way to the 16-yard line. Picks up 19. Back-to-back-to-back 1st downs by the backups. Potter looked like he ran into a host of bodies at the line of scrimmage. It was like a 3-cushion billiard. He just kept bouncing off people. Tyler Guy, I think, is going to be the quarterback now. Sean Driscoll giving a lot of people playing time. Wide out to the far side. Coming to the near side. Clay. They put it at the 9. Picked up 7. He's got 19 and 2 carries. Guy again back at quarterback. Wide out to the far side. He's not going to see the ball. They drop the ball. It's loose. Stang picks it up. Clay will make the tackle. That would have been a lineman's dream.
Picked up and run by Jack Gannon. Tackled by DJ Clay. First and 10. Bishop Stang ball for the midfield strike.
Tyrone Gomes, almost, he can still tell his grandkids, but he almost had a great tale to tell his grandkids. All the way out to midfield. Picked it up, looked like he was gone. Clay saved the touchdown. And we'll not have anybody run out the clock. Incomplete, looking for Morales.
Pass is incomplete.
So St. Mary's put this one away very early, scoring on their first 3 possessions. Bishop Stang were very gracious guests. They fumbled on their first 2. St. Mary's turned those into touchdowns. And running 7 plays in the first period, they scored 3 touchdowns.
Big Highland the ball carrier. And a 4 on the play, second down and 6. Ball for St. Mary's 46. Morales the ball carrier. Gain of 3. We'll bring up a 4th and 3.
I love it when they put the ball right between the 42 and 43. I'll call it the 43 and give him 3. And it's 4th down. They'll get the first down. That's Morales. Caught.
Pass complete to number 21, Gavin DeBora. Gain of 6 on the
Kevin
play.
Tamara to the 34.
Ball from the St. Mary's 34.
Only their second completion of the day. First one came on the first play of the second period. Rolling, looking to throw. Picked it off the turf. That's DiGiannino.
Complete to Alex Diagamo.
They picked up 2 more.
Gain of 2.
They run it straight ahead. That was Vergonis with the carry to the 29 for 3. That's it, fly, overshoots the runway. Threw it way out of bounds. Just hurrying out to try and beat the clock. This is a very strange game. He just got a piece of him as he was throwing the ball. It got tipped. Good job by Giannino. He was getting hit. As he caught it, it got tipped, and he stayed with it and made the catch.
Timeout.
To the 26. This is a strange game. Bishop Stang is going to run out the clock here. St. Mary's leading at 35-6. St. Mary's has run 21 plays. If you told Sean Driscoll extremely late in the fourth period your team is only going to run 21 plays, he's going to say, we might be in trouble. But the difference is the big plays. No. Touchdown in 1 play, touchdown in 2 plays, touchdown in 4 plays, touchdown in 2 plays. And a touchdown in 3 plays. Quick out. Morales getting loose.
Grayson's pass complete to Frank Morales for a first down, first and goal. Ball from the 10.
15 yards. And he slips and falls.
Timeout, Bishop Stang.
Lost the yard. Stang will take timeout. Stang has gone almost 200 yards. 19 first downs. St. Mary's has run 21 plays. Bishop Stang has run 3 times as many, 67 plays by Stang. And St. Mary's leading 35-6. Caught by Morales. Down to the 3. That puts him over 200 yards. And we got another timeout. Stang trying to get on the board. We hope Michael Golden was going to be okay. He went down, went out. He was part of the 2-headed monster in the backfield for them. Him and Highland alternating carries. He went out, came back for 1 play, went out as a wideout on a 4th down. Hasn't come back since. It's been Morales and Highland doing all the running. He pitch it to Morales. In for the touchdown.
Touchdown. That was the final play of the ball game.
That was the final play.
St. Mary's 35.
So 35-12.
Thank you for supporting. Have a good night. Please drive safe.
Stang goes 204 yards of offense, 68 plays to St. Mary's 21, and St. Mary's wins it going away 35-12. St. Mary's got it going in the first period, a fumble recovered. By, I think it was Joel Maggs. Very quickly, Allie Barry to David Brown for 20. The kick was good by Anderson, 7-0. Another fumble recovery, this one by Donovan Clark. 2 plays, Brown went 25. Stang kicked it away. Barry to Brown, 38 yards. It was 21-0 at the end of 1. They come out in the second period. Their only possession of the second period, Brown went 34 yards, and then Clark went 22 for the touchdown, and it was 28-0. Brown added his 4th touchdown in the 4th period. Anderson good again, 35-6 the final score. Brown runs up with 128 rushing, 58 passing. Clark had 54 rushing. Allie Berry had 48. St. Mary's didn't run a lot of plays. They only ran 21-67 for Bishop Stang, but they didn't need a lot with all those long touchdowns. And they'll go to 5-0 as they win it 35-6 with long-range touchdowns, 4 touchdowns by Brown, 4 extra points by Anderson. Clark kicks in with a touchdown, and they keep it going as they are now 5-0 on the season. They win it 35-0 over Bishop Stang. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm Don Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.